Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are cracking open the secret playbook for getting your videos to rank on YouTube. We're going to pull back the curtain on some killer strategies from marketing expert James Green, all designed to get your stuff noticed.
So have you ever been there? You pour your heart and soul into making an amazing video, you hit that publish button, and then crickets. The views just don't show up. It really does feel like you're just shouting into the void, right? It's super frustrating.
But here's the thing. What if I told you there's this massive opportunity just sitting there, waiting for you? Well, marketing pro James Green has this great analogy. He says YouTube search today is basically what Google was like 10, maybe 15 years ago. Think about that. It's way less crowded, which means all those classic old-school SEO tricks that used to work on Google, they work like a charm on YouTube right now. It is literally a digital gold rush, but only for the people who know the rules.
Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to unpack this whole playbook, starting with how to build a solid foundation for your videos. Then, we'll dive into mastering the search game, and finally, we'll talk about how to amplify your reach and actually get those clicks. Let's do this. All right, first things first. Before we even think about winning the search game, we've got to talk about the foundation. I mean, you can't optimize a bad video, right? Garbage in, garbage out. The good news? It's not complicated. There are just 4 simple rules you need to follow to make sure your content is actually effective from the get-go.
Okay, let's break them down. Rule number 1, use your voice. Better yet, show your face. It just builds that genuine connection, you know? It builds trust. Second, keep it short. Seriously, respect your viewers' time. They'll love you for it, and they'll be way more likely to come back for more. Third, get rid of the clutter. Keep your visuals clean, keep them professional, and please, no messy desktop backgrounds if you're doing a screen recording. And finally, number 4, write a script. This one's huge. It keeps you on track and stops you from rambling, so your message is super clear and concise.
And speaking of keeping it short, here's a really important detail about video length. There's a sweet spot, and it's around 5 to 7 minutes. Why? Because audience attention takes a nosedive right after that 7-minute mark. So if you've got a ton to talk about, don't try to cram it all into one epic video. The much smarter move is to break it up into a multi-part series. It keeps your viewers hooked, and hey, a little bonus for you, the YouTube algorithm absolutely loves them.
Okay, foundation's built. Your videos are solid. Now it's time for the main event, mastering YouTube SEO. This right here is where the magic happens. We're talking about a few simple strategic tweaks that can make an absolutely massive difference and finally get your videos the eyeballs they deserve.
So where do we start? It all comes down to something called your headline key phrase. I want you to think about it like this. What is the exact phrase someone is going to type into that YouTube search bar when they're looking for a video just like yours? That's your key phrase. And this isn't about being clever or creative with your title. It's a technical signal to the algorithm, and it is non-negotiable. It has to be at the very beginning of your video title.
And you've got to choose the right phrase. I mean, this is so critical. Just look at this example. The term on the left, how to rank in YouTube, yeah, it gets maybe 20 searches a month. 20! But look what happens with a tiny little tweak. Change that to how to get more views on YouTube on the right, and boom, it jumps to over 5,400 searches. That one little pivot in how you word things can literally explode your potential audience. Okay, so you've got your title sorted, but that's just the beginning. Now, let's talk about the description, because this is where most people completely drop the ball. They just toss in a link or two and call it a day. And let me tell you, that is a huge mistake. The description box is your secret weapon. It's how you get a serious competitive edge, and I promise you, almost nobody is using it right. 5,000. That's the number of characters YouTube gives you in that description box. To put that in perspective, that's a lot. We're talking about 800 words. And this isn't just a random number. YouTube's own guidelines tell us that the algorithm actually rewards you for using this space. Longer, keyword-stuffed descriptions give them more context. So stop thinking of it as a little box for links and start treating it like a mini blog post that lays out everything your video's about. And that brings us to the final piece of this whole SEO puzzle, your tags. Now, looking at this example here of a really well-optimized set of tags, you can see it's not just about throwing in 1 or 2 words. You got to think of these tags as extra little breadcrumbs, right? They're clues for the YouTube algorithm, helping it figure out all the different related topics your video touches on. So how do you really max these out? Simple. First, aim for at least 10 relevant tags. Don't be shy. And you always include your main headline key phrase in there.
But here's the pro tip, the one that makes a huge difference. Put quotation marks around your exact phrase. That tells the algorithm, hey, I want to show up for this exact search. Then, you just fill out the rest with different variations and longer keywords to cover all your bases.
Okay, let's recap. Your SEO is on point. Someone just searched for your topic, and boom, your video popped up. They clicked. Awesome. But wait, your job isn't over yet. The next step is all about guiding that viewer on a journey, boosting their engagement, and we're going to do it with a really powerful and honestly surprisingly little-known tool.
It's called the Call to Action Overlay. What is it? Well, it's this little clickable banner that shows up right on your video, and it lets you send people wherever you want, your website, a sales page, maybe another one of your videos. Now, here's the catch. This is normally a paid feature, but there is a really clever little trick to get it for free.
So how does this little hack work? It's pretty simple, actually. You're going to link your YouTube channel to a Google Ads account. Then, you create a brand new video ad campaign for the video you want the overlay on. And then, and listen up, this is the most important part. You immediately, and I mean immediately, pause the campaign before it can spend a single cent. Just doing that unlocks the overlay feature for your entire account. Pretty cool, right?
So let's walk through it. First thing, you're going to hop into your Google Ads account and start a new campaign. The key here is to make sure you specifically pick the online video option.
Next, you'll just fill out the basic stuff. Set a super tiny budget, like $1, just in case, a little safety net. Link it up to your video, hit save, and then what do? You hit pause right away, and that's it. The feature is now unlocked and waiting for you inside your YouTube video editor.
All right, we're on to our final strategy, and this one is a true force multiplier for your content. I mean, think about all the hard work that goes into making a single video. You can't just let it stop there. With one simple concept, you can take that one video and multiply its impact all across the internet. That concept is called repurposing, and it's all about working smarter, not harder. You've already done all the heavy lifting, right? The research, the scripting, the recording, it's done. So why not take that one piece of work and leverage it to create a whole bunch of other assets? Each one can reach a totally new audience on a totally different platform. I mean, that one video script can become so many different things. You could strip out the audio and boom, you've got a podcast episode. You could pull out the key points and write a blog post, design a cool infographic. Heck, you could bundle a few related videos together and create a free ebook. Every single one of those new formats is like opening a new door for people to find you and your content.
But here's the real kicker. The reason this is so incredibly powerful. It's not just about making more stuff. This is a deep, strategic SEO play. See, every single time you post one of those repurposed pieces of content, you link back to your original YouTube video. What you're doing is building this powerful spiderweb of high-quality backlinks, and that sends a huge signal to both Google and YouTube. It tells them, hey, this video over here, it's a big deal. It's an authority.
So there you have it. You build that solid foundation, you master the SEO, you amplify your reach, and you repurpose everything you make. You do that, and you can transform your channel from just a passion project into a legitimate, powerful engine for growth. The whole playbook is right here. Your video is made. The only question is, are you ready to make it seen?